Your volume's really low, just so you know, for audio.
That better?
A little bit, yeah. By the way, what was the gun you bought?
I got a Kimber 2K11 in 45 ACP.
Ah, wasn't. What was the last one you just got? Wasn't that a Kimber too?
Rock Island,
Oh, that was Rock
Rock
Island.
Island Armory. Theirs is, they call it a 1911 double stack, but it's
Gotcha.
basically a kind of a 2011. That one is just a two piece, right? The Rock Island is a two piece, whereas the Kimber is a more traditional like 2011 three piece,
Yep.
but the grip module is aluminum, and then the upper and lower are both steel.
Gotcha. I assume Kimber's still the solid top end design that they've been known for.
Um, it's a pretty damn nice gun.
Yeah.
It's the trigger is very nice. I mean, I'm sure there are better than it, but it's tuned to about 3.5 pounds. I don't like him much lighter than that, anyways. So,
Yeah.
but it's very, very clean. Definitely better than the Rock Island. And the Rock Island is okay. I think it's sitting around maybe a hair over 4 pounds. And
Yeah.
it's just not as crisp though. The Rock Islands, but I haven't tuned it or
So,
played with it. But
yeah. Sounds like the Rock Island's more like a carry it daily, and because if you're going to try and precision shoot with it, it's not going to be.
yeah, and the Kimber's got a bull barrel, and then they've got it's not a bushing, whereas the Rock Island is a, you know, it's got the bushing on the for the barrel release and the rod and all that. Whereas the Kimber's got it this proprietary, where the rod actually you twist the rod and it captures the spring
Yeah.
on it, so you don't for that bull barrel design, you don't have a bushing or anything. And
Huh.
the takedown is pretty good on it. It's kind of interesting if you're used to 45s, it might throw you a bit,
Yeah.
but it's got a little quirk with the drop link pin, for the slide lock pin,
Yeah.
and so you set it, and then you actually thumb it up slightly, and then that locks it in. So you go in one click, and then you thumb up on it, and
Uh
then
huh.
that locks it fully. It's
Gotcha.
weird. It's a little different than my Rock Island, anyways. The Rock Island I have, and my brother's 45 and stuff. It's very very traditional, you know,
Yep.
um, or very, I don't know, classic.
Yep.
Um, but that Kimber's tight. Holy crap! Slide is super tight. Um, Meaning just the fitment is really nice, really tight on it. So I'm excited. Hopefully I'll be happy with
Yeah.
freaking expensive goddamn gun. So
Only
we'll
thing,
see.
only thing I got new was a new holster for my. Um,
Yeah.
it's actually for my uh, dagger and my Beretta. It fits both, which is
Oh,
really weird, especially since it's molded. But it's the uh, high retention system in it. So somebody can't
okay.
yank it out of the holster. Um, and I wanted that because with the dagger, there's no safety.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure I had a holster that somebody walked up and just snagged. They're not getting it out of
Right.
there.
With at least a level 2 retention.
Yep. Yeah, this got a level 3. So,
Oh, level 3.
yeah.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, the
Yeah,
level
I got a
3.
holster for the Kimber 2, and they don't make one, right?
Yeah.
Because it's so new.
Yep.
I couldn't find one that wasn't like leather or something like that. I
Right.
wanted a Kydex style with retention with like a level 2.
Yep.
And so I got the same one that I got for my Rock Island, or at least the same make, but I got a general 1911 one.
Uh-huh.
And what I did for both of them now, which actually worked out so well, I still had to do some cutting on the Kydex to get it, to fit. But then once I got her to at least generally it should go in.
Uh-huh.
Um, I wrapped it. I took a couple layers of like uh, baking paper,
Right.
and wrapped it, and then I got it in, and then I took my heat gun. I heated up the Kydex to about, what did I heat it up to? About 400,
Uh-huh.
and it stretched on it.
Uh-huh.
And then I took that, and then I just cooled it, let it cool, and now that thing, oh my God, it's perfect.
Yeah,
It's
no,
just amazing.
the one I got is all
Custom
adjustable.
kind of fit it.
Yeah, the one that I have, you use small Allen screws and you custom fit it that way. And it really nice because you get the nice click when it slides in, when you slide it in, so
Yeah,
you know.
yeah, yeah. This does too. You just that
Yep.
level. Well, the level for mine is just the
Yep.
single level two.
The
It
only,
doesn't have a hood or a level three, but
yeah,
the level two one, it's just real positive tick.
yeah.
Uh,
This one I took the hood off, so it's only got the level 2 remaining, but I could put the hood
right.
on if I wanted. Instead, it's got a strap option that I put on it.
Okay.
That way, if by some chance I fell and the button got pushed, it would stay in the holster still, at least for as long as the strap held.
Gotcha.
Um,
Well, and these, like, if you put any pressure, like, if you pull the gun at all,
mhm.
like out, like
Yeah,
if you try to pull it out at
yeah,
all, the button seizes.
yeah. Mine does
So,
too. Yep,
you know what I mean? And
yep,
yeah, if you want that guy to come out of there,
yep. Then you got to
you're
push
gonna have to
forward.
at least
You actually
you're
have to.
gonna have to seat it back in the holster
Correct.
fully.
Yep. You got to push it forward, and then
Yeah,
hold the button, then pull it out.
yeah, and then the button will, you know,
Yep.
no issues. But
This is
I
the
kind
first
of
time.
like that because if somebody tries to jerk it on you, it's gonna lock it, and they
Yep.
even if they know to push the button at that point, it won't go.
Yeah. Well, at first, I'd never had a button version holster before, and so
Right.
I get the thing.
Yeah, I've always had a strap, a snap
Right.
down or something like that.
And so I get the thing, and all of a sudden, I can't get the damn gun out of the damn holster. Even pushing the button, I'm like, what the fuck? you know, I'm like, I'm gonna have to take this thing apart. But I kept playing with it, and I finally realized that I had pulled, because I pulled to see if it'd come out, not understanding
Yeah,
that's
that'll seize the button.
exactly.
Yeah, you do that, it'll
Yep.
seize it.
So I'm messing with
Yeah.
it, and I at some point pushed the button, and I heard the click, and I'm like, you got to be shitting me. I pushed the button, and sure enough, out it came. So,
That's the other thing I like about these holster guys. They have this universal male female interchange
uh huh,
system where you can. So if you have it set up on multiple, say you got a belt loop or you've got a waistband, outside waistband, inside waistband, or even a drop leg, whatever you've got
uh huh,
for the holsters, you then have these male female guys that you put on the holsters and on what it's going to mount to, like
yep,
I said, like a drop leg or a waistband or whatever.
yep,
And then any holster, right, that has that system on it will just you can swap in and out.
yep. Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yep,
Which
I'm
is kind of cool. And it works. I like it. We'll see.
the yeah, the son of a bitch. I hate it when it does that. Uh, Forgot what I was gonna say. Yeah, I had to have with the dagger having no safety at all on it. Mechanical safety type thing. I knew that if I took it out in public, I needed to make sure that somebody couldn't just walk up behind me and snatch it out. Of course, they're gonna have a
Yeah.
hell of a fight on their hands if they try, but still, it's better to be safe than sorry. Oh, wait a second.
Mine, I am maxed out. I need to go drop shit off.
So how many new ships you think there are going to be for the non-Invictus thing?
4.8?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well, we got the Raylan. We got the Ironclad. What else do we have? What am I? The known ones are the Ironclad, the Raylan, and wasn't there something else that was known?
Uh, I don't know.
I know they're going to do the concept announcement for the Odin, which is the battle cruiser. Wish I had the money to get one. Shit.
My freaking 325 keeps on damaging itself on the pad.
On the pad?
On the pad.
That's weird.
It's just like bouncing, or did you drop the gear?
Yeah, is the gear down?
Yeah, it's just. I ran into something invisible in my hangar.
Oh yeah, that happens. Somebody's ship probably blew up and
Yes,
the game
that
hasn't.
definitely
Yeah, somebody's
happens.
ship probably blew up and the game has not cleaned it up yet. The wreckage.
Yeah, landing pads could have that a
Yep.
lot of times. You gotta
Yeah.
watch out.
Land more toward the edge of your pad and see if that helps.
I called it in. And then as soon as I got in it, turned it on, I lifted up, and then my freaking left wing just shattered to
Yep.
pieces.
There's invisible wreckage from somebody's hangar in there. That's what's causing it. One thing you could do is exit the menu quick and come right back in, on me, and it might give you a different hangar without that wreckage in it.
Yeah. That's what I did. Is I just alt F4 in my ship.
Yeah. Let's see. 4.8 has. Well, the update, first off, it's got the tactical strike groups, which nobody really knows what the hell it's going to be. The new refueling, hairstyles, beards, blah, blah, blah. It includes the Origin 85X. Why is that in 4.8? It's already in the game. They must mean it's been upgraded. Yeah, I guess it is. 85X, so it must have been updated. Caterpillar will be somewhat updated because it's got the new command module. Apparently the Pisces
I wonder if they'll give it component
That's
access.
what I'm wondering here. Because it doesn't make any
The command module better have its components, right? And
Yep.
then they need to let us get size 3 freaking components
Yeah,
coming out of ships.
they do.
This is,
At least the end of the minute thinking pan. Oh shit.
I mean, whatever.
Oh, the new Hammerhead, the updated Hammerhead, of course.
Oh, isn't there a version too? Like a new Hammerhead version they were talking about?
Somebody was talking about it, but I don't know if it was SIG. Somebody said there was a variant, but I don't know if I haven't heard SIG saying it, but it could be. But the updated version, that is in 4.8. Oh, the crossbow's in 4.8, which looks pretty damn cool. The new flight suits are in 4.8.
Yeah.
A lot of a buttload of new missions and old ones that they've updated finally for meshing. Ironclad. There's also rumor of a new refueling ship. Yeah, it's being called Drake Defense Con this year because apparently the UEE Navy has been recalled to Seoul. Seoul. Starts on the 14th, by the way. And it's
Yeah.
being held at Area 18. What are we going to set for home base?
I've been just going Area 18 just because it's familiar.
Yeah. Be ready for the for the low FPS, crappy server performance, and everything
Yeah,
that comes
it
with
could
it.
be. And they're going to have what? The free fly? It's going to be a shit show.
Yep. Well, they just did a free fly. They're not going to do another
They'll
one,
do
are
another
they?
one.
Fuck. I was hoping they were doing the one early so that we could not have one during Invictus, or now that it's Defense Con.
Hold on. I got Vent. Vent called me like 20 times. And he
Yeah.
kept trying to talk to me in game, and I could never hear him, so I have all my audio freaking maxed out.
That's why I told him use Discord because he's like, "How do I talk? I want to talk to P Gill in the game. How do I do that?" And I said, "The game audio sucks. Call him on Discord." And that's how he finally, I guess, got a hold of you.
Yeah.
Ilinar had said something about contacting you too. I don't know if he did or not.
He did.
Yeah. Because I didn't give him any details. I just said we had a stupid ass debate over something stupid.
I was pretty pissed.
Yep.
So we'll talk about it.
Yep. Nope. Done and over with. Let's see. Trade. So it's going from the 14th to the 27th. It's officially called Drake Defense Con Week. Okay, Ironclad and Ironclad Assault. Tactical strike groups. Ship component crafting, including power plants, coolers, shields, weapons, QDs, backpacks, and more. Item recovery. Oh, that's the other big one. Forgot about that. And saved loadouts, which should open the door for suit lockers. So, item recovery. Mothership. Oh, the mothership gameplay. We'll be able to refuel, rearm, and all that, and repair on our any ship with a hangar on it. Refueling 2.0. Additional over. They said 700 new blueprints, 300 new missions. Was that what it was?
I don't know.
The new Anvil ship, Anvil Odin, which will be, let's see, holy crap. Apparently there was some big leak, and the leak says that there's a ship called the Tiburon from Aegis, believed to be a combat-focused variant of the Hammerhead.
That's it. Yeah.
There's another one called Pitbull, which is a Drake ship, an aggressive combat or multi-role platform. Starlight by Misk, a compact refueling ship. Stingray from Kruger. It's a small fighter, apparently. MFC Greycat, multifunction craft for a multi-function vehicle for crafting. Why would they do the MSC Starlight for refueling when we already have a small refueler called the Vulcan? They should have freaking just got the Vulcan out. Assuming this write-up is correct. I think it would made more sense to go with the Vulcan.
mean, it's already, you know, been sold and people are wanting it. And
Yeah. You know, the sad,
granted, it's supposed to be able to do rearm and repair, and it's supposed to be able to do a bunch of other stuff.
yep. You know, the sad part is, if indeed they, and keep in mind, they didn't mention the Raylan, but the Raylan, maybe they're going to hold the Raylan for Alien Week. When is Alien Week? June? July?
I don't. I mean, I know I should know this, but I don't.
Yeah, I don't remember either. Um, I bet you that's what they're going to do, because it's not mentioned here, even though it's done. And Sig said it's done. That's what they're going to do, I guarantee you. They're going to save the Raylan for Alien Week. Alright, so that leaves the Odin, which is probably going to be like a $4,000 ship, if not more. If I had $4,000, I'd get one for us, but I don't have $4,000.
Gotta have goals in the game.
Yeah. Well, we already have goals. Bengal, Javelin. Because I didn't buy those on purpose. Well, the Bengal I couldn't, but the Javelin I chose not to. That's why I got the 2 Idris instead. But you add that, so that's about $4,000 for Odin is going to be my guess. Then you've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 other new ships if this list holds. So you got 6 new ships for those like us, you know, that have been backers and already bought ships like Ironclad and stuff. Plus, they've got the both Ironclads and the oh wait, just the Ironclads, wouldn't it? It'd be just the Ironclads then, right? And on top of that, Caterpillar updated for the command module, we know that. Okay, so it'd be 5 ships for those that haven't bought an Ironclad, 6 ships for those that have bought an Ironclad already. That's a lot of freaking ships that people aren't going to be able to buy money-wise. You know, they're just not going to be able to afford it.
Would be nice if the Caterpillar got a little modularity going.
Yeah, that's not even on the list. Just the command module. That's it. The rest of the ship looks the same.
No components either.
Nope. Which I don't get. They should have freaking done the components.
And fix the damn cargo bays.
Yep.
Bullshit.
Yep. Fix the cargo bay, get rid of the upper catwalk, and just set the cargo so that there's a path from one door to the next. That way you can stack to the ceiling. That would help greatly, even just with what it is.
And then just have a ladder up to that turret.
Yep.
On the last
Exactly. Exactly right. Tell you what, the AI in the game has gotten a lot more. The FPS AI, man. I don't know if they just ramped up uh, their aiming or what they did, but they sure move around a whole hell of a lot.
I
And
was,
when they,
yeah, I did the Vandal Smuggler a bunch of times,
yeah,
and yeah, they were. Every once in a while, you get on a server and they were just shit hot.
yep. The problem is, because I saw the pattern already, their movement and everything's awesome. Their engagement, going to cover, all that is great. The problem is they also turned up their accuracy, and they need to fix that shit. You can't just give all the
They're pretty
AI.
accurate, man. You gotta be careful when they're on. They are.
Right, but
Holy
the
shit!
problem is they're accurate with shotguns at 100 yards, you know? It's like, what the fuck? It's. I can't tell you how many times I kept taking headshots, and I couldn't even hit them.
The Moth has only a single landing gear on the nose, just one. There's not dual. It's just
Yep.
a single.
Oh,
So you're on a tripod
okay. Then it doesn't have the
or
toe in.
tricycle gear style.
And the rear's not towed in, right?
It
Like the raft or the. They point. Basically, it looks like a foot.
yeah, it is. I don't know. It might be slightly. It looks in line with the engines, but the engines are towed in. So if you're looking like you're, yes, they are. If you go centerline body,
Yeah.
they're towed in, but
Okay.
they're in line with the engines.
Okay. That's not so bad. The ones on the raft and on the hull B, they're literally turned in on themselves. You know, towards the internal of the ship. You know what I mean, right?
No.
They're the feet are turned inward of the ship, and the
So
ship
the
can roll.
length of the landing gear is not front bow to stern; it's port to starboard.
Correct.
Okay.
Pointed inward, so they roll.
Yeah.
It's like I don't know what Sig's thinking with that, but it's like doesn't anybody? That's just basic physics. If you make something round like a log, it's gonna roll like a log.
He's gonna want to roll.
And since these ships all have high center of gravity, man, don't try landing on a hillside. It'll take an hour before the ship stops rolling. Must be long dinner PQ. Pew Pew's having.
Yeah. I had to get back at I just left that hangar and then hangared back up at the wormhole station,
Ah,
and now I'm repaired and
okay.
back in.
All right, we
So
got to get.
I'm jumping in, staying now.
P. Gill,
If I can get him.
are you back at the station yet?
I just landed at Area 18.
Okay, because
I was
you
debating whether I should try and unload the ship or just
come in
fly
on our
out.
server so I can set up the party so he knows where to go.
Alright.
Because I'm able as soon as. I wonder if this 325 would fit in here. No, it's gonna be too
Alright,
big.
I'm at menu.
All right. Stand by for the invites. Friends. Pew Pew. Who started that name for you anyway? What the hell? Server error. You gotta be shitting me.
I'm freaking damaged again. This is bullshit.
Yeah, get out if
I
you can
just-
get out of the hangar and just land on a pad. It means there's wreckage. There's wreckage blocking shit.
Wreckage in this one too, but yeah, I got to keep on landing, repair.
Well, go to the outside
Yeah.
pads.
Yeah, go to an outside pad.
Yep. Don't stay in the hangar. Go to the outside pad and do it. This is my second error, server error. Maybe I should come out to menu. Maybe we should come out to menu. Um, as soon as my server error clears, let's do that, Pew Pew. Because P-Gill's already at menu. We'll go out, meet him, hook up the party, and come in on a new server because this is my second server error too. Which is not looking good for getting anything done if we don't move. Plus, we'll handle any desync.
I may be able to get through the gate first.
AFK for a minute. I'm
Okay.
at the menu.
Okay. I'm still waiting on the server error.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna pull through the gate, then I'll land on the other side in Stanton,
Yep.
and then I'll switch servers.
Yeah. Well, just go to menu because then I'll pull you in so the group stays synced. That's why we do that. Otherwise,
Alright.
we'll all be desynced from each other, and that sucks. It's really bad when you end up with a party of 8, 9, 10, 15 people all come together
Yeah.
one at a time. Everybody's desynced. You have to go to the menu and come in together so it stops because their back end system's just trash.
Yeah. Alright, well, I'll just do that. And it should park me back here at Stanton Gateway.
Correct. Once you make sure you park in a hangar. Otherwise, it won't count.
I parked in a hangar and just left. Do I need to go and park back in the hangar?
You shouldn't have to. I would do it just to be safe, though, since we're just coming out and we'll go right back in as soon as my server error is over.
Alright.
Actually, if you're out of you better, come to think of it. Because it could put your ship in an unknown state.
Yeah.
And when you leave, make sure you log out through the menu. Don't Alt F4 or something because it won't save.
Yeah.
It'll actually lock you.
Yeah, lock me on the server.
Yep. So just do a normal log out.
I'm gonna exit the menu as soon as I land here.
Yeah. This server error is still not clear.
Hello.
Damn. Hey. Still waiting for the server error to clear.
Alright.
This is a big, long one. Up there, it just cleared. All right, let me get out of here. Exit seat.
Give me about 60 seconds to land.
Yeah, I gotta store this ship quick before I come out now, thanks to the damn server error. Otherwise, everything I just did will be gone. Restricted area vehicles will be impounded. I'm in my own frickin' hangar. Leaving restricted area. Good God. This server's all messed up. For your safety, you have been relocated. That's all the tickers I'm getting right now. Leaving restricted area again.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
You have left the channel. Oh my God.
Your vehicle has been
Moving to storage. Oh, I left the channel again, apparently.
Well, 4.8 is definitely going,
4.8's what?
is going to encourage people to not abandon their ships
Yep.
willy-nilly.
Well, I don't know. Have they changed?
Unless it's not upgraded, right? If
I
it's
don't-
just a vanilla ship.
Well, yeah, but
then
why would
there
it?
won't be much of a change.
I don't. Well, yeah, but people, when they claim, they'll still get back the same components, won't they?
So now there's two. So you claim like, oh, I just want the stock components, right?
Right.
Equipment. And you won't get any missiles and ammo. It'll just come back empty.
Did Sig
Right?
say
Of
that?
all ordnance.
Sig
Yeah,
said that? Oh.
correct.
What about components that
And
you
then,
made?
and you'll have a choice. You can say, hey, I saved this configuration, right? A custom loadout of components,
Right.
And if you select that one, and that's your current ship, right? Say that's the ship you were flying, obviously.
Right.
And you claim it that way, then you got to pay the upsell for whatever those components are.
It's not showing you. Oh, we got to do the thing. Duh. Here you go. So they are actually going the full bore on this then.
Sounds like it. And they didn't. Well, the irritating thing is, right? There's so many ship losses are just game related, right?
Hey, when did you join Sig? There's a name in here now, pgil-sig, an official tag.
Years ago. What are you talking about?
No, in the game. In the game, I just did the. You were part of
I
Sig?
don't know. No, I'm joking.
Yeah. No, there's now. I've never seen that before. So there must be
There's
some.
There's a P-Gill CIG, huh?
It's an official one, yeah. The way they do it, official.
Copycat.
Really, I think you ought to go after Sig and say, "Hey, you guys are stealing my name."
Hey, that's my handle. I've had that for 30 years.
Yep. All right,
Since the internet
heading
was
in.
Invented by dipshit.
Yeah, that kind of surprised me. I was like,
Now,
"Do what?"
I'm exiting the menu now.
Oh
I
shit!
just had it.
Shit.
I thought you were already
I
at the
told
menu.
you. No, I said give me a minute.
Okay. Did it ask you to jump to change?
Well, no, I'm in menu
Okay.
right now.
Just hold on.
I
We'll
accidentally-
we'll come right back out so we pull you in so we're not desynced. Bigil and I
Yeah,
have
I'll
this
wait
down
here.
to a. We have this down to a. What do you call it? God, my
Art.
It's
Art.
not a science.
science and an art. Yeah.
It's more like voodoo. Um,
Yeah,
it
because
helps if you have chicken bones you can throw in the
Yeah.
ground and dance around a little.
yeah, both Pigil and I are avocati, so we've learned a lot of the tricks. All right, is everybody ready now?
No, I'm
Yeah.
not in menu yet.
Okay.
Hold on.
All right. I think it works better if you got some old RAM to sacrifice.
Yeah, that's a good. I like that.
Hey, I
That's
got a
good
box
idea.
full.
Spin some old hard drive discs.
Yeah,
Zzz,
I
throw
shoot
some
mine.
RAM at it.
Actually, I shoot them hard drives, so I'm saving. I keep those.
I
blow
like them for
target practice.
the palladium.
Why do you melt them down or something?
No, it's very reflective. They make good signal mirrors
Oh,
because they got a hole in the center so you can target acquire and reflect.
oh yeah, gotcha. So you take them
Oh, it's
apart
like
and
a
pull it.
signal mirror. They work. Yeah, they work as a signal mirror.
They
I
work.
remember
They're a
those things.
fantastic signal.
Mirror
mirror.
with a
They are
cross in it.
phenomenal.
So basically, you
Signal
take
mirrors.
yours apart.
Yes, I take them apart fully and then I keep them. No, but the plates also, the old school plates, that palladium coating on them,
Uh huh.
they make good. If you're making like HHO gas or you're using for electrolysis stuff,
Gotcha.
they work really well.
No, I just leave them all together and I
made
shoot.
a-
I shoot them apart.
There you go.
I mean,
If you wanted to melt them down, I mean, I doubt there's enough palladium in that coating to really matter.
Yeah.
Much. I don't.
Yeah, you're probably gonna lose majority of it to refining process or so little.
Yeah.
You know, speaking of
Though
refining,
palladium is awfully expensive, so it wouldn't take much to be profitable.
yeah. But speaking of refining, I saw Sig's comment that refining is not going to have any impact on quality of materials. And I'm like, then what's the fucking point? They take half of what we put in and we don't get anything out of it. So what's the point of refining other than wasting a player's time even more? There's no benefit to it.
We're all
Yeah,
in
it's
menu.
just another money sink. It's just another money sink and time sink.
Oh, it's time sink,
Okay.
yeah.
Rico, what have you actually done with HHO gas?
By the way, you guys at Menu yet?
Oh, what? Not much really. Just other than like hobby stuff. I've never run anything of consequence, but um, I've played around with some HHO generators using those, and it works
You guys at
pretty
the
well.
Menu yet?
Decent.
Yes.
Pigo, you?
I'm ready.
Launching.
You hooked up a pulse wave modulator to your HHO generator?
You're gonna laugh. I was
Sniffing
it all
it.
started because I was trying to see if you could change output with not just voltage and voltage amp, right? Shifts, but also frequency.
Yes.
So I was experimenting with actually really high power audio amplifiers, and then I was putting through specific frequencies on the audio coming out
20,000.
like the 70 volt or 100 volt out, and then pumping different frequencies to see if I could shift if there was any preferential to
Yep.
increase
Yep.
or
There
anyway,
is. There is.
there I couldn't find anything that was frequency related.
Sounds like you're playing with sonar.
Voltage wise, the higher voltage did seem to be better than say a lower voltage and a higher amperage.
It sounds like you guys are.
Tend to be better.
It sounds like you guys are talking about freaking sonar, because that's exactly what we do to get distances or returns based on frequency and power.
Yeah.
In the thermal layer. Yeah. You gotta lower the amps down. You actually want to keep that thing below like a quarter amp. You want the amps really low and the frequency at about 20,000. I think it's 20,000 kilohertz is what you have to do along and.
Yeah, I mean, I tried. Well, see, that's
what were you get?
It's only those run at either 70 or 100 volt, or I mean.
Yeah, what were you trying to actually accomplish? That's what I'm curious.
I was just playing.
Yeah, but what was the end goal? What was the end goal? I don't know what you guys are talking about, really.
Well, just efficient. So for hydrogen mostly, for hydrogen separation out.
Oh, so like an electrolysis system.
Yes.
Gotcha.
And just for hydrogen for as far as a fuel, really.
Gotcha.
It's kind of exactly like the oxygen generator and recycler on a submarine.
Yeah.
Very similar.
Yep.
Very similar.
Yep.
But the thing is, this one uses because water is what's known as a bent molecule, and the whole idea is to get the water molecule spinning so that you use the centrifugal force to actually rip the atom apart at the molecular level instead of wasting energy to do so. And then
use a little kinetic energy on it, huh?
Use the centrifugal force since water's known it's in a boomerang shape. It's known as what's called a bent molecule. And so you get that spinning, and then the centrifugal force kind of pulls it apart right on the cusp of separating, and then you can just use the spark without losing a whole lot of energy in the electrolysis process.
Yeah.
And then you pulse it so that you use the collapsing field to use two separate wavelengths, and you use a square wave and you pulse it. But when the molecule sees it, it sees one solid square wave from the two pulsed waves. Does that make sense?
Yep. Does to me.
Yeah, and so where I was going too with frequency, I was trying to see if there was a harmonic on the molecule that would help separate as well. That was kind of my thought too. I was trying to see if there was a frequency harmonic to it that would that would help with the separation. With basically, it's just if you found a good vibration frequency that would just get it to want to come apart as well. Well, I didn't find any frequency that.
That's found in the circumference of the tube and the length. If you're using the tube setup. If
Mine
you're
was
using,
like a tube just because I was using the hard drive discs, so I had the discs were on two rails. One would be, anode, rail, and the other two. But then they would alternate connection points, and then down, and then they went into basically almost like a mason jar, right?
yeah, if you have squared edges, if you don't have a rounded edge, you'll get a lot of electrical bleed off from those edges. A whole lot of bleed off.
Yeah,
And
these were they're round, right? They're hard disk platters.
You're right, but they're squared on the edges.
No, well, kinda.
Yeah. There's a
Um,
square. There's a right angle, but there's an infinite amount of right angles in the width of it.
I'm trying to think if those. I don't know if I have one sitting right next to me to
And
look
even
at.
if
But
they're-
yeah,
even
they're,
if
they're probably fine, but they are a bit rounded. They're not perfectly flat. Those hard drive plates.
Yeah. So if anytime you have a point or square edge, electricity doesn't like to take right angle turns at all.
Nope.
And so the key with that is to relieve as many square edges as possible. That's the reason why using a tube is better, because the only kind of square edges or sharp edges you have are at the ends of each tube.
Yeah, sound does that too.
Yep.
What was
But
your
it had
what
pretty
was your
good production though. I mean, it was honestly decent.
what was your career, Pew Pew?
Uh,
You're
I'm
break
one of the-
you're breaking up.
I'm one of those jack of all, master of none, and commonly get asked what doctrines I have without having one.
What do you do for a career though?
I run a cleaning company.
Oh, okay.
So you get to play with a lot of good chemicals.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm mainly just playing with ammonium chloride.
Cool. Yeah, because P. Gill, he can tell you what he was doing. You know, I was military, so. But you're taught the stuff you're talking is the stuff I was also taught in the military for sound. It's almost identical. It's pretty weird too, because the splitting of the molecules P. Gill was just mentioning, the Russians have a torpedo called the Kabbalah, some I can't pronounce it, but it starts with a
one.
huh?
The silent hyperspeed one.
No, it's a nuclear propelled torpedo that can do Mach underwater,
Damn.
and they use frequency to split the water and form a bubble. The word is that they've got another one now that they're trying to make hypersonic, which we don't think they're going to be able to do it because the bubble collapses too quick. Stupid.
Cavitation at that point. That's got to be ridiculous.
Doesn't matter. Yeah, it doesn't matter though. At those speeds, they get like a mile from your ship and fire one of those things. By the time sonar picks it up, it's already hit you. You know.
It's in front of the cavitation wave.
Correct.
Per se.
Yeah. So, but that's the technology they use is what you two are talking about. That's why I asked what your field was.
We're Americans. We like to do dumb shit in our garages.
Yeah.
I've had access to many interesting people in my life.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, me
I
too.
know. Me
A
too.
lot of family members that are fucking crazy.
And I'm slightly autistic, I guess, to a certain degree, where I can almost remember.
Say Asperger's. Say I'm a bit on the spectrum, like us,
I can remember lectures almost verbatim.
Are you talking about Asperger?
I'm just saying spectrum. Yeah.
Well, no, I mean,
Yeah,
you
well,
said,
like-
Autistic's a little. The problem with autism, saying autistic, is that it has a negative connotation.
Right.
And it
Isn't-
also
isn't
it's
Asp-
far more debilitating in that a lot of people who are autistic cannot overcome the, their sensory, I don't know, affliction. I don't know how else to say it.
Yeah.
right, what I was wondering is Asperger's the same thing as autism?
It's on the spectrum. That's why they consider it. They're all on the spectrum.
Gotcha.
Autism is on the extreme end of it, right?
Okay.
People have a very hard time, being, being socialized.
Right.
On that far end, whereas in very minor, on the other end, where you kind of have Asperger's kind of more in the middle, and then you kind of moved as you shift down, you kind of get very normalish people, but you might get very introverted or people who are genius, right?
Uh-huh.
And just, they're just a little on the spectrum. They're
Which
smart as shit.
which Lagrange point we gonna hit? I'm heading to Arc
I don't know. I
L2.
don't have any mission. I'm dumping all these components and
Okay.
cargo and all the crap that I just got from my last run because I was 100% full.
All right. Well, I'm heading to Arc L2 because I want to see if there's some more 890s there that we can mess with.
I've definitely found, like, if you're looking for tungsten, I've found tungsten at Arkel too.
Okay. Because that's what we need the most of right now.
But I want to get a few more. I've only done one of the. I did one a Drake Corsair.
Check it
So I
out
want to
later.
see if I can get more examples of different ships and see if I can get a variation in cargo. Damn, that's a lot of components, man. Now, they're nothing great, but they're good for, these components might be good for those missions,
Yeah.
The
The
turn-in
other thing
mission.
is, during crafting, we're going to be able to rip those components back apart and salvage them for core components. I
Yes,
think.
but they shouldn't have, I don't think they're going to have any good value as far as
Right.
quality.
There'll be
They're
less
just gonna be
quality.
crap.
There'll be less quality. The other thing that comes into play, did Sig God, I just lost that. Today my brain has been rattled by my tractor, I think. Well, give me a second to pull it out.
What were you thinking about right before that happened?
That's what I'm trying to think about. What was I thinking about before that?
Well, what were we actually talking about? We're talking about
the frequency and
The
stuff, but it wasn't that, and it wasn't that.
yeah, components in the game.
Oh, yeah, components in the game. Has Sig actually said out loud how that is actually going to work for players? I mean, because
Well, they
if
had
we find them,
that program with Jared, whatever it was, and they kind of discussed their thoughts on why they're doing it the way they're doing
right,
it,
but
and they're not
to,
having
well,
improvement with refinery and all that.
right, but
all that stuff.
more specific, what I meant is, if I come across, let's say your ship gets destroyed, and
Yeah.
before you have a chance to do anything, I get there and I salvage your ship, including its components. Have they set up the registry already? A way to register them so we can keep them? Or are they leaving that out in this version? Because if
Well, in
so,
this version, somebody I was chatting with in Evo
yeah,
was saying confirmed. So here's a scenario. Say you have a customized ship,
right,
with whatever, grade A military components, and you lose the ship.
right,
But I mean, or you, whatever. The ship is, you can get back to it, but it's, it's not flyable, and you go and you're gonna do a claim.
right,
If you claim it just stock,
right,
those components are viable. The grade A militaries that are still on the hull.
Right.
And you could go out, strip it, right? Or if you say you wrecked it and your buddy came and you stripped all the components out and then you claimed the ship as
Right.
just standard,
Right.
those components are good. You can put them back in your ship and they won't, they're not bricked. Obviously, if you claimed it and did like my custom claim
Right.
on those components, you'd have to pay a shit ton of money and they'd be bricked.
So if I claim it, I come along as a nobody or whatever, and I grab your components, have they put the registry system in so I can make them mine now?
I think they're yours because they're not bricked. So it's like possession, right? If I went and got them back, great, they're mine again because I got them back. But if somebody beat me to that ship,
Right.
like if I'm flying back to my ship to try and get it and I didn't want to claim it and pay the money and I risked the time to get another ship and fly out there or something,
Uh-huh.
and somebody beat me to it, they'd get them.
Gotcha. So we're
So,
still, for now,
in
we're still
reality,
safe
what you
then.
could do is not claim the ship, right? Just kind of leave it for a bit,
Yeah.
go with another ship and see if you can get your component back. If you can, then you know what I mean? Then you
Yep.
claim it with just the vanilla factory claim. But if you can't get them back, then you could still claim it. You just have to pay a bunch of money to get those components, and whoever took them, they would get bricked, and they might have some limited use out of them. But then they would either just have to scrap them or whatever, right? They
Yeah.
would become useless after the timer,
Yeah.
right? Whatever the timer is.
So-
Waiting queue at the hangar.
Your what hurts?
Exactly.
I'm at L2.
I'm still stuck in the station here, waiting to go through the wormhole. It's got me in a waiting queue, and
Oh, to
Dude,
get
they're-
out of the station? You're like getting the hangar trying to get out?
yeah, and I'm at a waiting queue, and
What's the number it's up to?
well, it just gave it to me, but then it also hurt my core ship, so I'm landing real quick and repairing
On the
before I
pad.
take off.
Not in the hangar, right?
No, in the hangar, but
You want to do that
yeah,
on the. You know about the external pads, right?
yeah, but I'm not exactly sure where they all are on each station, type of thing.
Yeah, they're a little different, depends on the station layout, but you can usually just eyeball, look around, you can see them sticking out. There'll be these little rectangles sticking off of a spindle, depending on your distance. You'll be able to spot them. But you can't get a marker for them per se, you know?
Yeah,
But
I'm lining up.
they're
Gateway
pretty
now.
distinct.
Yeah, I guarantee you people are going to be rushing to find the loopholes in this new system. I guarantee you.
Yeah, I mean, I imagine for sure. It sounds they're obviously going pretty restrictive for this initial one. What irritated me is they don't have a damn way for you to find your ship.
Yeah. They broke it. They
How
fixed
about
it.
you figure that out before you implement this, draconian thing,
Yeah.
and at least give us a chance.
Yep. Even Tomato's been railing on them about the fact that they're doing this and they're adding this fleet battle system with no frickin' communication or org tools or anything.
No org tools.
Yeah.
You're just effed.
It's just like, the fuck are they thinking? He's right.
You're assuming thinking.
Yeah, true.
I don't. I suspect they really need to get some of these core things out to progress some of their other code architecture.
Could
And
be.
if they don't, You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
if they sit there and wait for the other stuff to be
Yep.
ready,
Yep.
it's going to really delay them. So they're just like, screw it, let's get this going and get it out while we're building these other ones
Yep.
out. You know, and just, it'll be what it'll be.
Yep.
Uh,
Oh, that's the other thing. I wonder what day they're going to announce Squadron 42.
I don't know, but I mean, and then
Well-
Brian Chambers leaving.
He is?
Yep.
I didn't know that. When that come
Yeah.
out?
Maybe today or yesterday
Oh.
or today.
I haven't been around the last couple of days. I've been
He,
outside.
And it seemed very amicable. He's just like, I mean, I've had a great career here, but he's like, I'm kind of ready to do something else and move on and do whatever. You know, he's like, I've done. So, and I think it's because Squadron 42 is wrapping up. You know, he's been
Oh,
a
no,
major Squadron 42 guy.
From the word that's been said, it's done. The question
Yeah,
is, everybody
that-
knows well, they also basically said Invictus would be the announcement for release.
Well, maybe.
So
I
the
think
question is, what
Brian
day will they?
Chambers leaving? He doesn't seem like much of a quitter. So
Yeah.
if he's done, then it's probably done.
Yeah, well, in the big video that they did a couple weeks ago, I mean, it was pretty much said outright that it's done, and it would be announced at if there were ever such a military type festival coming soon, well, that's Invictus. So,
Yeah.
and the fact that you got the entire UEE fleet now being emergency recalled to Seoul, it's
That also begs me to wonder: is Saul finished?
it probably is
Probably.
coming up.
Probably. Right.
Well, it's Seoul finished in the sense of it's been destroyed.
I don't know about that.
Well, lore says it
I
was.
meant more like. I meant obviously game asset wise, like you could, like it's a, it's a finished system. I think there's a lot of systems they have finished that they just don't want to release into Squadron.
Yeah, my guess is Seoul is finished, but it's not finished as the Seoul that we know, because they were talking about it over the weekend, and Seoul is the problem apparently in lore is that Terra and Seoul are butting heads politically, military, blah blah blah, and
Correct. Yes.
the word is that Seoul is going to be decimated.
Oh, the Vanduul are going to strike
Yeah.
Soul
Yep.
system.
Yep. And thus, that's why the fleet's been recalled. It's all tying into everything, basically. And Terra will become the de facto new cradle of humanity type thing.
Well, it'll be a lot easier to make a planet that isn't Earth.
Right. Exactly.
You know what I mean? Earth is difficult to make because it exists.
Right.
It's very hard.
Yep.
Whereas a planet that doesn't exist is very easy to make.
Yep. Well, and
because it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
what its shape is, you know.
Right. And the other side of this is, if you think about it, how do I want to say it? It goes along with Squadron 42 and the lore that Vanduul strikes Earth, first off, which gives the player the impetus to want to go beat the shit out of the Vanduul for killing Birth of Humanity's planet, right? And it solves another problem. You can't really have Earth and Terra fighting each other over who's in charge when you've already got the Vanduul and the other race that we don't even know what they are yet. The Kurthak, whatever the fuck they are.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
And I would bet in SIG's future with Star Citizen, I think AI is going to come into play. Which is why AI was originally outlawed. with Earth out of the way, that opens the door with Terra as the new seat of government to make some rule changes. And AI comes into play, and in the future we'll end up not only fighting Vanduul, but AI, a sentient AI. And the other reason I'm thinking that is because a lot of the games, even X4 Foundations now, the new DLC is going that route, even more than it already has. And Starfield just released 2 weeks ago their new DLC, where the entire Starfield universe is being invaded by, guess what? AI.
Yeah. Well, fuck AI, man.
Yeah.
They've been the bad guy for a long time.
Yeah.
I mean, the original AI bad guy that was really huge was obviously Terminator.
Yep.
And before that, when the Earth stood still,
Yep.
right?
Yep. The day the Earth stood
Call
still.
that the AI, right?
Yep.
That was probably it, right? Because that android, right, and the day the Earth stood still was the ultimate AI bad guy saying you're not conforming.
Yeah. He wasn't really
standards.
Yeah, he wasn't really a bad guy in the sense of like you think of bad guys. He was the messenger.
Yeah, he was the messenger and the executioner.
Right.
Remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
Hey, in the original, I never saw the original.
Bad guy is subjective, I guess. But
Yeah.
still, it was artificial intelligence, right?
Right. I never saw the original. In the original, does he end up saving the human race versus destroying it?
No, they survive it. Yeah, because yes, they figured it out in the original movie.
Gotcha.
But they were on the edge, right? They almost were destroyed because of how the humans behaved to the emissary.
Yeah.
But the other guys that were hilarious, the next one was really good, was the Star Trek series with Mudd.
Yep.
And the episode with the androids.
Yep. Foreshadowing.
Right?
Yeah, it's foreshadowing.
That was another really good one, right?
Yep.
And then the movie, even I guess after that, the next one was the Star Trek movie, where they had the probe came back.
Yep.
Right?
Yep.
Remember that one with the
V'ger.
Nomad?
V'ger.
V'ger.
I am.
Right? The Nomad probe, yeah, V'ger.
Yep.
And that one was another AI, right?
Yep.
Doom and destruction. He was gonna fucking kill you all. He was assimilating. Remember how he freaking assimilated everything?
Well, I call it she because she was gorgeous.
No, that's the movie. But there was before that, right? Remember the probe in the old Star Trek series? There was the probe one.
Well, the movie was
Captain Kirk was the creator.
Oh, I forgot about. That's
Voyager.
right. That's right.
In the movie, now you're thinking about the movie. The movie was a Voyager probe.
Correct. What was the one in the
Voyager?
What was the one in the series? I don't remember. Wasn't that Voyager 2?
It was called Nomad. No, it wasn't a human. It was a different. It wasn't one we've already launched.
Oh,
right?
okay.
It wasn't an actual existing one.
Yeah.
It was called Nomad.
Yeah.
I think that's the name of the show. It was called Nomad.
Oh, okay. I remember it now.
But that's another one, right? That's another AI that was going to destroy us all because we weren't perfect.
Right.
It was like all about perfection, right?
Yep.
And its programming got confused. It got lost. It merged with some other alien technology, and then it just started wrecking everything.
Yep. And my personal opinion is, I found tungsten. My personal opinion is all these corporations, they're gonna basically turn us into a Terminator situation.
Here, do you have this site? Hold on, let me show you this website I use for mining.
I'm 35 gigs out from your location.
Okay. I'm doing some mining to start with since I haven't found any ships yet. They'll pop up eventually, though.
I think you have this one, but it's the scmdb.net one? Do you have that
SC,
one?
yeah, yep, SCMDB, I got it. You
Yeah,
gave that,
so
you gave,
that one.
yeah, you gave that to me a couple weeks ago. Well, more than a couple, but
So just go resources, right?
yep,
So click on the upper resources tab. And then it's kind of weird to get to that thing, but just make sure you don't, you just go to whatever resource, right?
yep,
And then you click over on the resource,
yep,
like whatever it is, Janelite, whatever. And then it'll pop up like, oh, it's on this planet. Click on any location and you'll see the numbers there. Like it'll say iron or raw ice or whatever. And it'll have that first number.
yep,
Click on the number and then it opens you up this filter tab and it'll say, oh, look, here's the numbers for ice. All right, screw that. Just kill that, clear it out.
uh-huh,
So then it'll show everything.
yeah,
But there's a field, the scan value field at the top.
yeah,
It'll say scan signature identifier, and then it'll have scan value. And so then when you scan a guy, you just go to that freaking dude and type in the number, and it'll tell you exactly what it is.
yeah, but see, now, it must be something I did changing out my radar or something, because all my, all my, contacts are named. Like they say Terranite or silicon or aluminum or
Well, but see,
tungsten.
you're doing a hard scan, right?
No, I'm just
I'm
pinging.
saying
No, I'm
just
just
you can
pinging.
just do a general ping,
That's what I'm doing.
and then when you yeah, a general ping, and then
Right.
you go to scan mode, and
No,
you
I don't
just
go. No, I don't go to scan. That's what I'm saying. I don't go to scan mode. I just ping, and they're all showing up with their names and everything.
at what range?
Some of them are about 12 to 15. Some of them I got to be a little bit closer.
Okay. Yeah, you can do them a lot further than that, right?
Yeah, but for me, I stay near my ship and I don't go out too far because I'll lose the damn ship.
Oh, because you're operating out of a, yeah,
Yep.
okay. But I'm just running around in a prospector, right?
Right.
Or whatever. But I've been using a prospector because I was able to get that a little better output
Yep.
and crack bigger rocks. I mean, with a prospector and a module and a whatever fucking thing you can stick on the rock, whatever you
Yep.
call those.
Gadget.
You know, I can get up to, I think I can crack about 30,000.
Yeah, I've been cracking around 25,000 with the Golem
Yeah.
using a gadget.
Right, with a gadget and the right, you know, two modules on the
Yep.
thingy or on the whatever, the
Yeah.
mining rig.
I have the high powered one and I have the inert one.
Yeah, I have a high power one and then I have a like a surge, you know,
Oh yeah, I can swap out for that
for
if I
even
need to.
more power. Now you got a pretty limited window with that, but once you add in a handheld or the, you know what I mean, the handheld guy you stick on there, that opens up your window back up a little bit again.
Yeah.
But yeah, you can crack, you know, I mean, pretty good size. But still, yeah, it's a pain in the ass. And I got sick of it. I was just like, you know, I'm not a miner. I don't mind it a little bit, but I was getting kind of bored doing mining. So then I was like, okay, I need to find another way to get all these resources to do this.
Yep.
And that's why I thought, you know what, I do like salvage.
Yeah, I know it's
I'm
weird
all
because
for
I like
salvage.
mining and you like salvage.
Yeah. And they just nuked my whole fucking profession with this patch. Just nukes it. Totally destroys it.
Yeah. There's debris out here so far. I haven't found a ship yet. I mean, the other night I had
Yeah,
ships all
I
over
don't
the
like
place.
that. I don't care about the debris.
I know. I'm just saying I haven't found any ships yet, but they're out
Yeah,
here.
that's what I like. I like going into a ship, tearing out the freaking guts.
That kind of salvage, yeah, I like that. But the stripping and stuff, I'm not really.
I don't like RMC stripping. I find that very not. I think that feels like mining, almost worse than mining. Mining is more entertainment than stripping. RM City, right?
Yeah.
So yeah, I 100% agree. Oh my god, I just now finished unloading this fucking mod. Ugh, that's a lot of crap.
Damn it.
Holy shit.
Now I lost those tungsten rocks. Alright, I'm pinging now, and I got a bunch of them that are farther out. So what am I supposed to
Yeah,
look
so
for?
all you need to do is see the bubble, you know what I mean, out
Yeah.
there with the marker.
Yeah.
So just go to scan mode. Don't ping when you're in scan mode. Just go to scan mode.
Okay.
Then put your reticle or your crosshair on that marker just below the caret,
Yeah.
and it'll pop a number up on the screen. You have to zoom in. Like, I can't see it unless I zoom in my vision. And then you just type that number in that field. Like, tell me a number if you see one, and I'll type it in.
Well, I'm at 13K now. I've got an unknown, but there's no number under it, and I'm in scan mode.
It's weird. You'll see it like when you'll hear it'll go bink, and you'll see the radar, like it'll give like a number. Like, I always go to 2% so I can really scan along, see a long ways.
Oh, I see what you're looking at. So 2,000.
Yeah, do you see that number?
It says 2,000.
Well, that's going to be just scrap. 2,000's easy. That's just like nothing. That's
Okay,
like
16,900.
16,900.
Yeah.
16,900 is corundum.
Okay, how about 20,900?
20,900 is hephaestonite.
Okay, how about... I wish the ping lasted longer. 7118.
You got to go back to general ping though.
7118.
Scan ping.
Actually, the only way I
Say
could
it
see
again.
the only way I could see the number was to
Yeah.
be pinging and in scan mode.
Yeah, you ping first general, and then you go scan mode, and you put the cursor over it.
Okay, 7118 or 7110. 7110.
7110.
Yeah.
Terranite.
Okay. Somebody launched on me, but I don't see anybody on radar.
No one launched on you. I just locked you.
Oh, is that what it was?
Yeah,
Oh.
just to fuck with you.
Gotcha. Unless I hear missile launch, I don't even blink anymore. All right, so let's see. How about, we already know that's debris. 7110.
Yeah, if it's an even 1,000, it's going to be debris.
4225.
4225. That is corundum.
Oh, come on. You know, I came back to the ship because I had to get a gadget since I couldn't break those rocks myself.
You want me to land on the Polaris or just leave the ship? I mean, like, this is nothing special.
Well, as soon as
It's
P-Gill gets here, you'll join him as crew because this will be our home base. 14,000.
It's going to be just debris.
Okay.
14,000, right?
Well, these must be.
14,000.
I wonder if these are full ships though, because I got 14,000 and 16,000.
Probably
divisible
not.
by 2, it's salvage. They're divisible by 2K, it's salvage.
Right, but is it going to
could
be a full
rock
ship?
Mineable or it's salvage. It's either a rock, but you're not on the planet or on a moon, so it's not going to be rock minables. It's just going to be salvage. It's
Right,
just salvage.
because
That's all.
there's a regular debris at 2K, and then farther up there's a
Yeah, it
16K.
depends on how many nodes there are.
There's also a 16K.
Yeah, that's just more nodes.
So what would a
That
ship
could
turn
be
up?
a cluster of like 6 or 7.
What would a
Families.
ship turn up?
I don't know about a ship. They don't have that on this, as far as I know.
Wow, a lot of debris in that field. That's why it's.
Yeah, it could be a big debris field for
Yep.
sure.
Where in the hell did tungsten go that I had?
Don't know.
It was
You
multiple.
haven't given me a tungsten one yet.
Right, it was multiple 11, 8, no, 11, 6, 10. I think that was Festinite, wasn't it?
All right, where am I flying to?
Crew L2. What
True
was,
L2
yeah, what
or
was,
Arc L2?
Arc L2, sorry. What was 21,425? Did we do that one?
21,425.
Yep.
Aluminum.
Okay, what about 11, 610?
Tungsten.
There it is.
Should be about a 3 rock cluster of tungsten.
There it is. Where'd it go? Oh, there it is. Yeah, it's a multi-rock cluster.
Yeah, it should be 3 rocks.
Why is my radar acting up? What the hell? Something's messed up. Man. I have to turn my head to the right. I have to turn my head to the right to see him. That makes no sense.
No, it doesn't.
What are you flying, Pew?
He's in a 325.
325?
He said.
Okay. I should have brought another golem. Do you have a golem, Pew?
Yeah. Oh, Pew. No. You can buy it.
This hitting the C2.
Well, no, I mean for mining, do you have a golem?
No,
Oh.
I just usually jump in somebody's mall or something.
Okay. Well, Pigo's not here yet. He's on the way though.
I just pulled in.
Oh.
You guys.
All right. Meet up with Pigo then, and
60 clicks out.
yeah. Because I know your 325 is not going to fit in here.
Oh, I didn't bring it to park it. It was just a Uber.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
All right. Let's see.
So I'm jumping in Pico's ship.
Yep. And then I'll meet up with you guys and basically do salvage as well, but when we come across known commodities.
I'll be sharing missions too.
Yeah. And when we come across
so
known.
We'll see if rep
Yep.
transfers. Or whatever.
Right. And when we come across node minables that we need, like gold, tungsten, stuff like that, I'll go out and mine it. I wish we had a good list for what 4.8's going to need. Wonder what missions we're going to have to do to get the freaking blueprints for ship stuff.
Don't know. That's all right. Something to do.
Tomorrow's Tuesday, right?
So fuck you.
Your what hurts?
Yes.
I like the name. Kind of reminds me of fuck you a little bit.
We just call
Some
him.
people never get the name. Some people do.
Yeah. I just call him Pew Pew because, you know. Don't want to offend sensible ears, you know.
No, it's pho. Like I would say it like no, it's like you know what pho is, right? The noodle thing. It's fuck you.
Right.
Yeah, it's fuck you. It's cuisine. I really love
All right.
it. It's great.
Stay still, Beagle. I'm moving
I'm
close.
staying still. Do you know how to get in this ship, or do I need to open it?
I think I do.
It's on the back rear, bottom.
Yeah. I'm shutting ship down, exiting now.
Anyway, tomorrow's Tuesday, right?
Yes.
Yep.
Okay, good.
Shitty ass Monday was today.
Yeah. Wednesday I got 2 MRIs. Freaking yeah. You know how fun those are, and I got to do 2 of them. One on my neck and one on my
Take
brain.
some good earplugs and some earphones.
Well, yeah, they have all the equipment there. Wonder, I think I'll have to do some rock and roll because they play music for you.
Forward, go forward of the ship. You see that? You see a light rectangle? That's the man lift. Oh, we're gonna go up the big one. Yeah, okay.
Yeah. This is the one I know. It's a cargo elevator.
Yes, it is. All right, I'm gonna take a mission. Let's see what we got. Anything close to here? Contracts. That's
Why
the
is
problem.
this still moving?
Missions are.
Oh, I wasn't. It was. Duh.
Which is your light or heavy head? How do you got these things set up?
On the mining head or on the salvage heads?
Oh, okay. I didn't. This thing looks like a mole to me.
It is like a mole. Yeah, it's not a mole though. It's a moth.
Hey, this
So
is a first.
those are salvage heads.
This is
I can't remember. So
this is
I
a
know
first.
The center one has a cinch and a braid. The outer ones probably are similar. Might have a. I don't think that you have to go look. I don't remember. I don't scrape much.
Well, you're gonna have to tell me. I've never salvaged. I've only mined. So
I'll let Pegel do that.
We are gonna be grabbing shit. So we're gonna be grabbing cargo.
okay.
Real quick, I just found a 956 tungsten.
Oh, that's fucking great.
Yeah, it's
Get
only
it.
4%, but it's still.
You'll get something out of it. You'll get enough for a couple crafts.
Yeah. Well, it'll be shared between all of us, so. Since we're grouped.
I've got a Constellation Taurus.
Pew Pew, just so you know, when we group, we share everything. Everybody gets a equal share. If somebody needs if somebody needs something specific real quick, you call it. Say like I need a railgun. And so the first one we come across, you'll get that kind of thing. But mining and salvage, we always share the stuff between everybody that's doing the work.
Yeah, I got no requests right now, so.
All right, I'm gonna share this mission. You ready?
Got it. Got it.
Confirmed.
All right, this is not here though, Malachi. So
Okay.
we're gonna head over to. I think it's
Arc L4. It says that's where I do all my refining anyway.
And then we'll see if this Taurus has some decent freaking cargo on
If
it.
you start finding a bunch of ships, let me know because I'll just come over and. What was the number for the tungsten? 11 something?
The one that you had was 11610. That's a 3 rock.
Okay.
Tungsten is. Can I read it? Oh, my eyes. So the low end is 3,870. Then you got 7,740, 11,610, 15,480, and 19,350.
Okay.
That takes you up to 5 rocks.
Gotcha.
But again, if you just, I'll throw it in the thing if you need it.
Okay. Because I'll look around here for more tungsten since we need it. But if you get a big salvage you need help with it, let me know.
Well, I mean it's a Taurus, so I mean it's gonna fill me up fast.
Are you gonna crunch it?
If it's a full load,
You're gonna crunch it though, aren't you?
Well, that too,
Yeah.
right? Yeah. But no, I meant the cargo on the Taurus.
Oh, that's
I
right.
don't really care
You're.
about munching it.
That's
I
right.
care
Your
about
ship.
what's in the cargo hold.
Okay. That's right. Your ship is.
I can carry a lot. What, 225? I think I can carry.
That's why I got to go get the hull B then,
Yes, exactly.
or move this ship to you. So let me finish this
Yeah, or
tungsten.
a move. But
Well, let me finish this. Let me finish this
do your
tungsten.
thing. We'll see how much this. It may not be full, right? It might. Who knows what it's gonna have? We'll find out. But I have to crush it just to complete the mission, so we all get a little rep out of it.
Right.
And then once I progress beyond these and go up to like C2s and stuff, I'll have to go in the reclaimer to keep going. And then a bigger. Well, a whole B wouldn't care about a C2, right? It'd be able to pick all that up. Right? Can a whole B take 32 SCUs?
Yep. And it's got like 500 and what is it? 5 something SCU storage.
That's the problem with this one. I can only take up to 24 SCU boxes. Can't take 32s on a Moth.
What the hell?
So once we get here on site, what do you need me to do?
We're gonna leave the ship, check the cargo, transfer the cargo. There's no components in a Taurus because a Connie doesn't have physicalized components, so we don't have to worry about that. And then that's really it. I'm not gonna strip any of the weapons or anything because they're size 5 and they're massive.
Yep.
And they won't, you know what I mean? We'll just take the cargo and then we can either strip it a little or we can just crush it and go to the next one. Because all I really want, we're trying to see if the cargo is, you know what I mean? Like,
Yeah.
we're trying to see if
Scan
we
it
can
and-
find good cargo for these other.
Well, you can scan it without us getting on it and see the cargo.
Yeah, I'm gonna take it anyways. I mean,
Oh, okay.
it's
Oh,
not
what
like
the
we're not
hell?
gonna take it. I'm just hoping we get something nice.
Ah, you dumbass thing.
And this is just a standard fit, right? This isn't like
What?
like the weapons. We don't have any like breaknecks or NDBs on them or stuff like that. It's just probably like rhinos.
It's
or
gonna be
something.
stock. It's gonna be a stock Taurus. Yeah, there's no. It's not a player ship.
Whoa.
What happened? Are you
Uh,
flying the ship?
I'm in the co-pilot seat and I didn't
Yeah,
realize
stop
it.
flying the ship.
Got it. I'm at the co-pilot seat.
Yeah, don't fly the ship, please.
I
Smash
did
into
not.
the Taurus.
Yeah, I didn't know the co-pilot had control like that.
Yeah,
when you jumped.
I didn't think about it. All right, let's get back to it. Whoa, are you?
I'm clear of the seat.
You're clear of the seat. Okay, let me get us back into position. Whoa, you put us in decoupled.
I didn't hit decouple.
Yeah, but any guy who gets command who hasn't set it will go decoupled unless you've set it in your options to not be decoupled. But you have to choose that.
Decouple. So
Where am I?
I wonder if this gadget is
That's
freaking
awesome.
broken. It must be.
Okay, there we go. Let's get out of there.
your helmet's off. Your helmet's off. Your helmet's off.
Thank you.
Hey, your helmet's off.
I only suffocated a little bit. got here? Nitrogen. I have not found a purpose for nitrogen yet, but I'm sure there is one.
Oh, there will be. It's probably. I'll bet you it'll be in ship's components for cooling.
Maybe.
I don't.
Just start taking out boxes and loading them onto the ship. So on these side panels, do you see them?
Yeah. Okay. This thing's not letting me detach this iron.
Yeah, move to one if you move to an edge piece.
There we go. Oh, that's because it's a big S 64.
Oh, it's a how big? They
Isn't
don't
that-
have 64s. What are you talking
Is
about?
that 32 then?
Oh God, I hope it's not a 32. We can't
It
take
is.
this one. It's iron. Yeah, it's a 32 SCU of iron, Malachi. We can't haul it.
Okay.
So if you want to come get it,
Yep. Give me a
yeah,
sec.
just leave it there. I can't get it on this ship though.
What the hell?
So just leave it.
I am. I'm just trying to get it to where it doesn't float into the ship.
Yeah. And then we got some aluminum. That's good. We like aluminum.
Oh, this stupid thing.
Iron will be relatively important, but tin. I have yet to see a thing for tin either.
Yeah, iron is definitely in the blueprints.
Yeah.
We got some small iron here. Waste.
just- Yeah, and waste I'm not sure about, but I've been kind of taking the waste every once in a while, just because there's not very much of it, just to have it in case something comes up where we can actually use waste.
I'll leave it out and we'll fill up if we got room for it then.
Yeah. Oh, well, we'll have room for all this, but
Carbon. Yeah, if you want to stay there, I'll pull them out and you can stack them. Tell me as soon as you got it.
I got it.
Potassium.
Got it.
And we're clear of the cargo bay
That's
there.
it, right? We're empty.
Yep, unless you want that waste behind you.
I'm good. Let's not take. Do you want us to wait here for this 32 SCU iron, Malachi? Or just abandon it?
Nah, abandon it. We can find iron all over the place.
Alright. Alright.
I was only able to break one of these rocks. My gadget
We're gonna munch.
was fucked up.
Go back in the ship.
Come on.
Got it. Well, you know what? I didn't see any variation, Malachi, on the Taurus. So it hasn't been giving us, I don't know, any exotics other than I did get some titanium ones. I haven't seen tungsten. Did you see any copper, Phil?
I've got copper.
Yeah, but I mean, was there any in this load that was copper? Did you see?
I saw a small box of iron, hydrogen, waste.
No, not hydrogen. I didn't see. You saw hydrogen?
Well, no, you said hydrogen. I didn't see it. I thought you
Oh
said
no, nitrogen.
nitrogen. Okay.
Yeah.
I'll be heading to you guys.
Hey, do you want to go as you go back on the starboard side? Do you want to kick out some boxes of construction material for me? Huh?
I don't know if he knows you're talking to him.
Yeah, you gotta go to the back.
Yeah,
Or-
go back. You'll see a panel on the starboard side. There's one on each side, but I want you to use the one on the starboard side. And then just eject some stuff. ASCU boxes.
Alright, let's see here. Alright, so craft.
No, just eject. And then just keep doing it. Keep ejecting.
Just you can turn on auto eject.
Yeah, you could. I suppose.
Make it easier.
Alright, I just hit auto eject. Not sure what I did. What it'll, you know,
It'll
but I
keep
did it.
ejecting till the buffer's empty.
Oh,
It creates its own crates and stores them on the cargo grid. So if you were outside the ship, you'd actually see the cargo crates come out of the ejector and mount on the cargo grid.
Wait, is that a titanium? I see a titanium box. Hey, let's get that titanium box. I don't know why
there's a titanium box out there?
Yeah.
Oh
There's
yeah,
a
you can
titanium
find
box out there that we missed.
yeah, you can find all sorts of shit too, just floating from ships that have been destroyed, even player ships.
Yeah, I was like, there wasn't a titanium box in the cargo hold.
Yeah, there's one there now, out there floating on the port side.
Alright, I'll go grab it.
Knock on wood, so far a night without having to shoot anybody.
Don't you dare say that quiet word.
What? Shoot somebody?
And the mission completed, so you guys all should have got a little rep with that
Yep.
completion.
That was not a blueprint though, right?
No, I don't believe so.
Just making sure. If it was, what were the blueprints? Because I didn't get one.
Yeah, no blueprints on any of these salvages. Or I should say that none of the Dago salvage missions have blueprints that I've found.
Alright, I touched the titanium.
Awesome.
I'm still out here just kind of doing a little visual scan.
Alright, I'm gonna get in and crush this guy. I think I got enough room now. Alright, there we go.
Alright, I'm back on board. Head back up.
There's an iron out
Zoom
there.
Malachi giving us the flyby.
Who, me?
Always.
Were you guys able to hear it or just see it?
I heard it a little.
Pew Pew's spiraling out of control after that as my jet blast blows him away.
Yeah, your weight throws him.
Pew Pew, did you hear it?
Oh!
No?
No, I just... Yeah, I may have that sound thing turned down some, but no, I didn't really hear much.
I was just curious if
I've got sound effects down.
So there was sound? Because normally there hasn't been and there should be.
Are you gonna grab this 32 SCU iron, Malcolm?
Is it a box or what is it?
It's a box.
Yeah,
Oh, okay.
great
I'll
box.
come up on the port side.
It's right. It's right in front of my ship.
Actually,
I don't
no,
know
I'll
if
come
you
up
can
on the
see it.
starboard side.
You figure it out. I'm gonna grab another mission. Do you see the box?
Yep.
Alright. Alright, let's take another one.
Still wish they'd redo the damn tractor beams on the Polaris to work
Alright,
like
here's a Drake Corsair.
that's gonna have military
This is an
components.
Arc L5.
That'll have military components. No, wait, it won't. It'll have two components that are military, and that's it.
Yeah. Well, we're gonna take everything we can get off of it. What are you ready for share?
Yeah.
Share out?
Drake.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah,
Corsair,
go ahead,
so at
Jake.
least we can get
Send it.
components out of it.
Send it again.
Okay. Share out.
That time it took. First time for some reason didn't recognize it.
Alright, this is a... Am I out of fuel? I don't have enough fuel. I gotta refuel here first. Where's this? Isn't there a space station here somewhere?
Arc L5, isn't that the one that does not have a station?
It might not, but we are right now has one. There it is.
I think L5 is the one that does not have a station. So it's a good thing you're getting fuel.
I can't make the jump.
Uh-oh.
So that's what I'm doing right now. Is I'm scanning for landing pads.
So, Pigo, have you gotten
Oh,
to actually blow up the HHO yet?
You mean no? But we've done worse. You know, if you want a really good gas explosion, do a perfect blend of acetylene and oxygen off of an acetylene torch. That makes a hell of a boom.
Do any of the missions need iron?
I don't
Do
know.
it in a wall, in a backyard, the concussion wave, we'll get the police called.
Oh yeah, big time. And if you do like a fucking 30-gallon trash bag full, you will blow windows out at a fucking mile and a half.
So, HHO, it's almost the expansion rate is almost instantaneous, and a sandwich bag sounds like a 45.
Yeah.
A small sandwich bag of it sounds like a 45.
Yeah,
The reason
I believe it.
the reason I was asking is the quality zero.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not for crafting. This is for turning in missions
Okay.
or selling if you want, but I would say for turning in missions.
And also, after you have the HHO enriched water, you will create clean stains. If you're not aware, and is what it'll do is it will clean whatever it gets spilled on, and you'll have a reverse stain of the cleanest that thing has ever been, like when it was brand new.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, because the ionization.
Well, the oxygen in it, yeah.
Yeah. All right, now we got some go-go juice. Okay, let's get out of here.
50
And then of course,
gajillion miles? Man, you're going all over the place for these missions.
Well, I got no choice. The mission's the missions. They jump you all over the damn system.
What are they under? Just salvage?
Yeah, these are the paid ones. So I'm paying 10 grand for this one. for this Corsair.
Okay. Because there's a second one at L5 for 31K. We get paid. Should I take that?
For salvage?
Yeah. We have to deliver RMC.
Oh, those are different. Those aren't, those pay. Those aren't ones where you pay
Okay.
a
Well, that's
fee.
why I was asking.
That's one that pays you.
Okay. That's why I was asking. Because all of mine are small ships right now.
Yeah. I mean, if we got the materials, we can go do that one. What does it call for?
The salvage?
Oh, it wants RMC.
The first one, yeah, it wanted RMC. The second
Okay.
salvage
I don't-
one, the other salvage ones are 1,000 and 2,000 fee that I've got. So
Yeah.
all small ships.
Yeah, don't worry about those. You don't have the rep yet.
Right.
But we do a few of these and you'll have it pretty quick. But if I'm not seeing much variation in these, as far as the cargo goes, I don't know how. Once we get enough of whatever these offer, I don't see much value in doing more. Are there any of the ones for the Shubin that are just aluminum? Because
Not.
they disappeared on me.
Well, I can find aluminum anywhere.
Yeah, but you gotta get it, you gotta mine it. I mean, yeah, you can
And you
find
gotta
it.
refine
It's
it.
just the time investment to get it.
Yeah. Because they've removed a lot of the stuff from the stores to make people go mine.
Yeah, exactly.
Which is ridiculous. They should have just made it expensive. Not removed it.
Yeah, because then the orgs with unlimited funds would just, buy high quality.
Well, yeah, but if you set up if they set up the economy right, those orgs would start spending money and they'd end up paying millions for a freaking single little tiny rock. You know?
And
And
yeah, and it'd get rid of some of the. I think they made complaints about the actual amount of currency and flow.
right.
But then you're asking these programmers to be economists too,
Well,
and that
SIG's,
may be on them.
they're supposed to have economy people working on the game. That's what they said. I don't know who these people are, but from what I can tell, they don't seem to know what the hell they're doing. I'm not an economist, and I can see that. I mean, I have yet to see a mission that offers a contract that takes into account what it's really like to run a business. Everything from expenses to salary to insurance to incidentals to damage, repair, refuel.
Yeah, overhead and unforeseeables. Yeah, they don't seem to. Like I said, yeah, they should go to their accountant and ask him some questions.
Yeah, because playing this game, if you wanted to have your career just as a cargo hauler, you're going to go broke. In reality. I mean, semi truck drivers, my son in law, my oldest daughter's husband, he's a nationwide self independent hauler. He's got his own truck and a really nice one and stuff. And like he said, he can't, because I was talking to him about the economy that doesn't exist in the game, and he's like, every one of our contracts has the stipulations for who pays the fuel, you know, percentage for if we need repair or maintenance work done, all that kind of stuff. They all have.
It's like when I negotiated my, I went through and I went through all of my contracts because I used to do BCS move outs
Uh huh.
for the military as well
Uh huh.
and stuff like that. And I went through all my contracts and I cut down everything, uh, and then just kept two commercial accounts. And my two commercial accounts, I moved all my overhead or majority of all my overhead and repair to their cost, to where I bring in my equipment, but they pay any repairs.
Uh huh.
I go take them in for the repairs. They pay it.
Yeah.
I give them chemicals and material list,
Yeah.
and they order it. So the only thing I'm literally paying is labor and insurance,
I gotcha. Did you check
and
the?
other.
Did you guys check the inside of the ship yet?
Nope, we just got here.
No.
Getting ready to go look at it now. I mean, you should be able to scan it if you're sitting there.
Yeah, that's
for
what I'm
long.
doing.
Yeah, take a drink real quick.
Yep. Don't forget to put your helmet on.
It scanned you, damn it. They need to have it so we lock up whatever we're going to scan. Because you're in the way. I keep getting them off.
Well, then move.
I did. You're too close to it, so it's picking you up.
Zoom in and narrow the beam.
I did.
Well, we're gonna know shortly here. So.
I think it got it this time. Nope. Got the moth again. Fucking thing. I do need to set up a key
So
map
we got
though.
iron, potassium, aluminum, a little bit of aluminum, some copper, some tin. Yeah, it's not. This is pretty crap, but we'll take them. Whatever. Some nitrogen. I'm not seeing very much variation in these cargoes, you know, which is kind of disappointing.
I'm gonna come out and grab a couple of C components.
Go for it.
Oh, I'm throwing them out there for you
All right.
because there's two boxes behind this big container.
Sure. Malachi may need to take that big box. I can fit it, but
I'll take it. I got. What size is it?
24.
Yeah, I can fit it.
I could fit it, but it would seriously.
You know, it
cramp my
sucks.
stomach.
Normally I'd take the missiles off this thing. Problem is, arrestor missiles are broken. They broke cross-section missiles. So if you got missiles on any of your ships and you use missiles, don't use cross-section because they're broke. Completely broke.
No, you can use cross section. You just gotta ping immediately, and then
Well, they won't.
fire after immediately after ping.
Yeah, they won't. Mine haven't been staying locked though.
Uh, you can drop it.
The fuck?
Is that it?
Boss Star.
Yeah, the
Right.
shield. I can't get a lock on the shield.
You can. It's size 3. You can't take that shield out.
That's why. Oh, you gotta be sure. Hey, there's batteries in here now. They put the batteries in.
Oh no! What just happened?
Accidentally freaking hit him when I came out. Shit.
Anybody know where the radar is on this thing?
No, the radar you can't remove either.
You sure?
Yeah. I don't believe so. Oh, maybe you can.
It's listed now as a component.
It might be new, right?
There's a, what's this? This must be the gravity generator. It can be pulled.
No.
Yep,
Really?
I've just latched onto it.
Latched onto these so they didn't float away. Grab it.
Yep, you're good. You can just let it go.
Where in the hell? Yeah, because radar is a component now that you can swap out. But where in the hell is it?
Is that all of them?
I think so.
Ah, cool. It's not a big deal. Whatever.
Chernik, whatever the fuck. Alright, where the hell's the radar?
Alright, then we get the Frost Star. There should be another Frost Star. That's a civilian size too.
Fuel tank.
Got battery,
Quantum chip.
daybreak, battery.
I don't think this has any military on it, does it?
Yep, it's got one. That's what I'm looking for.
Oh, which one?
The radar.
Oh, the radar's military?
Apparently,
Okay.
that's what it said. Where the fuck is it though? Let's see. Systems. Don't need rooms. Don't need connections. Turret. Jump module. Life support. Daybreak power plant. Shield generator. Elevator
There's
control.
some fuses if anybody wants a fuse or a fire extinguisher.
Relay. What component is that you just pulled out? Or is that a box?
It's a civilian 2C Daybreak.
Okay, that's not the radar. Oh, there it is. I guess it's not. The scan lied then. The scan said it was an A component. It's not. It's a C.
Is it even a military?
Nope. It's a civilian 2C Chernik, whatever. It's Russian.
Yeah, I don't know where it is.
It's in the bridge.
Even.
It's in the
it is?
bridge.
Okay.
Yep. Yeah, when you go into the bridge, it'll be right on your right-hand side,
I
starboard
guess I'll
side.
grab it. I didn't even think to look for those.
Yep.
Come
Well,
on,
that's
you
shit.
Sorry, trying to
Yeah,
get
I'm pulling the
out
fuses.
door.
Damn it. Did you grab the extinguishers yet?
No.
All right. I wish we could pull the batteries.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
I didn't realize they'd put the batteries in.
I don't know if you want those weapons off of your Malachi for
No,
anything.
those are default weapons. I don't want them. You know, actually, we should actually
Where's this radar?
right on the bridge to the right. And you know something? We should be pulling all components regardless what they are. Duh.
Oh yeah, I see it. Okay, I got it.
You know why,
Come
right?
on.
I completely spaced that out. We need to be pulling components regardless. Doesn't matter if they're civilian or not.
Well, to tear apart
Yep.
at some point.
Yep.
I can't get this radar out. It jams.
Huh. I had it out and I let it snap back in. I wonder.
Sometimes
It
lock
comes
on.
out, but it won't come all the way out. It like slides, but then it won't come all the way.
You using a rifle or a handheld?
Rifle.
I can't get this box to
Oh,
freaking.
there it goes. Well, you know, fifth try is a charm. It finally just came loose.
For some reason, I had a hell of a time getting that damn box off the grid.
You got it now?
Yep. Well, yeah, let her go. Got it. If there's anything you want to put over here,
These radars,
yeah,
don't I?
is there anything you're going to store in the cargo grid over here?
I mean, we loaded it other than that box on this ship.
Okay. Oh, I'm just asking because I'll close the ramp otherwise.
Yeah, I think we got everything. If you're not going to take any weapons, I'll just crush it.
You know, we should probably. No, I'm not going to take weapons tonight. Although we need to start taking.
We could strip it. There's missiles on here too, aren't there?
Yeah, and actually, you're right. We
You
should.
know what? The missiles won't come off.
What
the hell?
Unlock it.
You can't get guns off of this Corsair until you lower the wings.
Yeah, and you got to unlock it.
Oh, well, it's unlocked already, but the wings have to be lowered to undo it. Okay. Do we want to strip this for RMC?
That's up to you guys.
I'm good.
But yeah,
No,
components, the weapons, the missiles, because we're going to need to break them all down.
What do you want?
I said taking the weapons and the missiles is probably a good idea because we're going to have to break them down. We're going to have to start.
I don't have the room to carry them though.
Yeah, and I don't have a whole lot of room, and I got to get freaking. Damn it.
And not only that, you want to repair them beforehand too.
Yep.
Yeah. Do you want these guns?
Not this time because I'm running out of room with these big boxes.
Oh, then I ain't worry about it. Let's just leave them.
Yeah. And the missiles I can't use right now, but over the next couple of weeks, I got to start planning for that.
All right, let's just crush this can, and I'm gonna be done. I gotta go to bed.
What time is it? Oh shit! It's.
Why don't you get back in with Malachi, Puff? Get in his ship, and I'll crush it.
Well, I gotta be taken off at some point. Also, I gotta go.
Same here.
Sounds good.
Same here.
Contract.
Late, boo boo, late.
I didn't go in today, so I chose to go in tonight to take care of it.
Yeah, it's getting late, so I got to do it too.
I take it I'm on the underside, the access ports on the.
Come over here by me.
That's what I'm doing.
The airlock is actually right above the ramp. If you could, go in the airlock and then close it behind you. Because that way it's closed. Oops. I didn't mean to do that. Night.
Cracking her.
Alright, night.
No.
Did you find it? Pew pew?
No. No, not yet.
Alright, it's right. Where you at? Oh, you're way back there. Come to me. Come to me. See my marker?
Yep.
Right there is open hatch for the airlock. Then just close it behind you. Please.
Yes, sir.
Mission should have completed.
I was gonna say something just blew up.
Yeah, that was the fracture of the Corsair.
I didn't know they blew up now.
Yeah, and shit flies everywhere, so you got to chase down all the pieces. It's stupid.
Does it damage your ship?
No,
It should.
not that I've seen.
If it's gonna blow up that lively, then there should be collateral damage. Then again, we are talking about, you know,
I mean, I think if you were like fracking a ship that had a, live power and it had all, whatever fuel on board or whatever, then
that would
yeah,
explode,
maybe.
yeah.
Yeah,
But a standard ship that's shut down and everything, that should not explode.
yeah,
Unless it's got ordnance that you blow up. And
maybe.
fuel. Maybe that's why it's blowing up. Because they haven't given us the ability to take the fuel off yet.
True.
So that would make sense.
I still get confused with this thing sometimes.
At the Polaris,
Yeah,
use the map.
that would make sense.
You wouldn't believe how many people completely forget about the map.
Yeah.
It's funny too because they actually updated the Idris map, and it's now got full detailed labels and everything. Polaris does too when you pull it up. What are you doing in the brig? I'm watching Pew Pew run around the passageways. Now he's cargo bay. That's not a cargo bay. Oh, no, he's up in upper level. Why is it saying he's in the cargo bay? Torpedo bay. Escape pods. Turret access. Bridge. He's behind me, isn't he? Yep. Alright. I'm gonna head us to Area 18.
Sit in or should not sit in?
You can sit in the captain's seat if you want. If we have problems with combat, then I'll have you get in one of the shoulder turrets. Huh? You're breaking up really bad.
I was just saying that I'm El Capitan now.
Ah. Like hell.
We never did get a grade A size 3 shield out of that frigate. Yeah, haven't gotten one yet.
Nope.
Anyways, out of
Size 3s.
smugglers.
Nope.
They're unremovable.
Yeah, we know.
No, I meant not out of salvage. This is a mission that you run. That is like a warehouse with components in it that you can take. But it's broken a lot. The elevator's broken half the time, so then it's a real pain in the ass to try and get the components out. But you can't do it.
Shit. Tomorrow.
Yeah, I'm looking through my notifications and I'm not seeing any blueprints.
No, none of the missions I took had blueprints. How much did they give you rep on
Yeah, these were more for the rep so we could
Adagio?
get the blueprints. Because we need, in order to get the good blueprints, we need the rep.
Yeah, I'll have to look at it. Who was it? Who was the rep with?
Shubin.
Hidalgo Holdings?
Shubin.
No, we didn't do any Schubins. This was all Adagio Holdings.
Oh, because we need Shubin for the rock breaker.
Correct. And I was hoping these would give us the materials that we needed for like the Shubin missions. I mean, like
Yeah.
And I'm halfway into neutral.
Halfway in the neutral.
I'm like right freaking, we caught up and are like right behind you.
So here's one that's aluminum and titanium. So I've been
Right.
getting titanium a little bit and definitely aluminum. So that could do that mission for 71K. Aluminum, no tungsten or corundum though that I've come across. But aluminum again. Titanium and iron. So that's one with iron. So that one would work from these. Titanium, just alone titanium, alone corundum, alone aluminum. I haven't seen quartz yet. Iron, tungsten, and titanium, and aluminum. And then this one's aluminum, quartz, iron, tungsten, titanium, copper, and corundum. Jesus.
Oh, what the hell? Come on.
Oh, that's all going to Riker. And then aluminum, quartz, iron, copper, corundum, titanium. Huh. I should check some of these out, especially the ones that are at Riker Memorial, right
What the
where my
fuck?
home base is, you know?
For some reason, I can't jump. Power's up. Just came out of quantum.
I'll have to look at that. I'll try not to do any. And when we're a group, we can see if we can pile some on as a group.
Ah, this fucking game.
You want me to get out of the captain's seat, see if that does it?
No, that's not the problem. Doing a workaround.
So I always go to the Genie first, then I jump to ArcCorp, then I jump to Area 18.
Yeah, I got it. I had to recycle engine power again for quantum. Even though it shows up, powered the whole 9 yards. And then it aborted the jump again. You piece of shit. If they wanted to do quality of life, the map and the navigation system would be top priority, I think. Get fleet jumping there. I mean, here we're going to do fleet battles, but we can't fleet jump. Now, how in the hell are they going to manage that? Because the fleet jump's broke.
Yes, it is absolutely broken.
Yeah.
It's been broken for how many patches now?
Yep. Yeah, everybody put your fleets together so we can go do some of these fleet battles. How the fuck are we supposed to get there as a fleet when it's broken? Doesn't work. Been told that for years. It doesn't work. You guys ignored it. And now you want us to do all these big, cool fleet battles shit. We have no comms, no organizing tools, and no fleet jump. This makes all the sense in the world, doesn't it? And when fleet jump used to work, it was actually pretty cool. I think the biggest fleet we jumped was 7 ships at one time. And they were manned ships. That was years ago, though. What was really cool is if you had everything lined up right, you came out in the same formation, too. Engines down. Landed. Power off. We're home. All right.
Good night, man.
See you next time.
Yeah, next time.
No, no, no. Those stay. Yeah, that one, the big one. Oh. You like jigsaw puzzles? Oh shit, where'd that bag go? Damn. It falls. I hope it fell through.
There's a SCU-1 container.
Oh, that stuff all stays.
Okay.
Oh, there it is. Way over here. Here. You gotta put this one back in. Alright.
Go open that up and I'll start throwing them in there.
Yeah, it's just the two boxes here.
Yeah. Locked.
Looks like we got both are 0 quality, and we only got one. Oh, it's 24 SU. Duh. I'm gonna pull up a crafting. I want to see what I have available now.
I don't even know. I haven't even pulled up my fabricator once yet.
Really? You haven't played with it at all?
Nope.
Huh.
I was told I'd go blind and my palms would get hairy if I did.
Let's see. What do we have?
Oh. Yeah, I work at one of the contracts I have. I work at a 56,000 square foot facility, and I run into to everything from PMCs to tier ones to senators to doctors, scientists, everyday Joe. So yeah, I have some interesting conversations, to
I'll
say the
bet.
least.
Just so you know, the stream is still up, so.
Uh,
I'm just checking through my blueprints here. Why do I have blueprints for a full set of Arrow? Interesting.
can I use your fabricator too?
I don't see why you couldn't.
Use to look to see what actual blueprints I have.
That's weird. It says 470, but here it says 484. Huh. There, go give it a try before I send her down again. You still here? Oh, there you are.
Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system. Your vehicle has been
So yeah, I see I have ADP Woodland Arms, Mark IV ADP Woodland Arms, Artemis, Maroon Arms, Mossy Camo Artemis, regular Artemis.
What do you have for material?
No, I don't know. And then Field Recon Suit Arms, ADP Core, MK4 ADP Core.
When you click on one, it should give you another screen that shows all the materials.
Yeah, I haven't really been collecting a lot of materials, so
Ah,
I'm just. This is the first time I've seen the blueprints.
gotcha.
Artemis Maroon Core, Antium, not Artemis, Antium.
Yep.
Antium Core Moss, Antium Core. Field Recon Suit, Lynx Suit, Morazan, SH Core,
Yeah.
VAP Core,
Pretty much
Antium
the
Helmet,
same things that I have.
Antium Helmet, Antium Artemex,
Yep.
Baylor, Field Recon,
Yeah, that
Legs,
was the free one. I haven't crafted anything yet, but some of them I've looked at so far, the increases are pretty good.
S38 pistol,
Yep.
BRT shotgun,
P4.
FS9.
You got the P4 too.
R21, Gallant rifle, Karner rifle, and P4 AR rifle.
I don't have the Gallant, but I have the Parallax.
The Gallant's good because that's normally what I use is a Gallant.
Yeah, I use a Parallax a lot.
And then, yeah, if we look at the armor,
Man, I hope it stored those damn bags. It should not have freaking moved them.
I like the fact that I got. So were these like the ADP cores and stuff like that? That was like what everybody kind of got.
Yeah.
All right, because that's mainly what I use is heavy armor.
Yeah, but that's gonna change. You won't be.
Yeah, that's what they're saying. They're actually gonna make a difference between the statistics of the suits.
They've already started the changes. Right now, if you load up a heavy armor, you pretty much come down to a walk. There ain't no run.
Yeah, people were saying throw on the heavy core with the medium legs.
Yeah, the problem is you drop your armor, it doesn't do you any good, basically, armor-wise. Everybody,
If they, if they
everybody,
plow you in your legs.
huh?
If they plow you in your legs. Somebody, I thought I heard somebody saying they had they ended up figuring out a way to fabricate a 100% helmet, which was bulletproof.
100%. Well, they'd have to have 1,000 quality materials. So yeah, it can be done. But
Because I was running around with another group, and yeah, they were in contested zone, and the guys were like, the guys we were up against were killing us, then healing us before we could backspace,
yeah,
and then stealing our armor. And they stole one of the guys' 100% helmets.
I thought Sig fixed that exploit.
They
Apparently
may
not.
have, but
No.
as of like last week, I know it was still possible.
Yeah, that's what I mean. I thought it was fixed a while ago. I wonder if nobody's reported it. And that's why it hasn't been fixed. Because that's a direct
Yeah.
exploit that would get them banned.
Yeah, no, that's what they were doing, is flipping us over, healing us, and taking our shit.
Wow.
Because that's how I lost my Gallant. I had a Gallant rifle with a suppressor and a beam on it.
Interesting. Yeah, too bad you probably didn't know, but yeah, it's stuff like that. You report, there's an actual tag that says exploit, and it goes right to the top of SIG's priority list, and nobody else can see the report. Only SIG can see it. But they get on those right away, and if you do happen to have a video or screenshot of the people doing it, they will ban them. Boom, done, over. And if it's somebody that happens to own an account, they just lost their money.
Yeah, because these guys weren't they were definitely doing some exploits, because I mean we just ended up exhausting them.
Yeah.
By just kept running and running and running.
Yeah.
And because we just went and bought shit armor at the store and shipment stuff, and just kept on rushing them, and finally ran them out of there. But they were like, we're dumping like entire clip mags into them,
And they didn't die.
Yeah, and it was taking an unbelievable amount of ammo to nail them. They'd come in with like, is it Parallax, the one with the lightning?
Yep.
Short range lightning.
Yep.
And yeah, it seemed like they knew exactly where we were. And one guy was mentioning that they were probably using the Z look around.
Yep.
Exploit to look through walls or something.
Yep.
And something I was getting a little pissed. It was a bunch of bullshit. And one of the guys was like, "Persistence beats resistance. Keep going." And I was like, all right, well, at least it's having fun. I mean,
well, to me, that's not having fun. To me, that's not having fun. That's taking my money and my time and wasting it. And
yeah, well, I mean, we eventually ran him out of the contested zone and got down to the executive hangar.
But for stuff like that, you shouldn't have to be doing that. That should be stuff that SIG is dealing hard with and taking care of these people, because I didn't pay money to have some yahoos pull that kind of shit on my gameplay. You know?
True.
That's why I always record too, because I've had the same shit, not that one specific, but I've had some other ones, guys that were invincible, all sorts of shit, and every single one of them I've reported. I'm probably up to a dozen accounts that have been banned because of it. And I love the ones that will reply back with, "SIG ain't gonna do shit." SIG shows up and says, "Want to bet?" Boom, they're gone. There was one guy that I would don't remember if it was in Spectrum. I think it was in Spectrum. I had him on my list for chat or something like that, and he got nailed after I reported a video with him exploiting me. And he comes into the chat because I had plenty of people on my list, and just goes off. And I said, you know something? He's upset because he had probably put he said something like 4 grand or whatever in the game. I said, I don't want to hear it. Not only did Sig ban you, but I'm doing the same thing here. I go, you cheated, you lost. It's on you.
Yeah, if you got that much in, you should mind your P's and Q's.
Yep. Yep.
Me, I mean, I got this was my buddy gifted this to me, and he bought the $45 starter pack for me.
Yep.
But the other thing is too, it's like, you know, when I first started, he gave me 200. He gave me a quarter mil
Yep.
to kind of buy my stuff.
Yep.
And then I used quests and everything else to get all the rest of my money and stuff like that. Because some of the other guys were like, nah, there's duping, and there's guys that, you know, there's like a money glitch and stuff like that. They're like, Sig's gonna track it, so
Yep.
if you do accept that money, it at any time it could go poof.
Yep.
So I was like, well, you know what, I'll just secure my own funds.
Yep.
That way,
you know,
that way when they look back on the record, they can see I actually went in and did you know, multiple ice runs to get that money.
Yep. And you know, it's funny because I can't tell you how many times I've run across people that use that same excuse for themselves, where Sig ain't gonna do nothing and blah 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 blah, and the next thing you know, they've gotten banned and they're like all pissed about it. It's like, hey, we warned you, you know.
I wouldn't throw. I wouldn't burn 4 grand like that. That's just ridiculous.
Well, the other thing that is funny is that people keep using the gray market to buy ships and stuff. And I'm waiting for the day if Sig makes a decision to basically null and void anything bought in the gray market. All those people are going to be out a lot of fucking money. Because it's in the TOS. It's in the Sig's terms of service. You know? And people are spending thousands of bucks offline on gray market sites to buy ships and stuff like that. You know, I don't know if Sig is going to follow through with what the TOS says, but if they do, nobody has a right to say anything. It was in the terms of service. Gray market would not be accepted as valid for accounts. But the other side of it is, and these people I really don't get, will go on eBay, and they will buy AUEC credits with real money for the game. It's like, what the fuck are you thinking? AUEC credits is not the game's money. UEC is, and we don't use UEC until version 1.0 is released, because that's the real thing. Once 1.0 releases, UEC is the actual money that you really actually have in your account to start with. All these people are buying AUEC, which is just basically the test money. That's it. So that SIG is not messing with people's accounts. It's just, you know.
5,000 is.
Do what?
That's what that 5,000 is on my account?
Correct. The UEC is your actual account money that is real. That does not won't be touched until we go to 1.0. So SIG created a UEC in the interim for the game, you know, so we got money in the game to play with. But AUEC, once 1.0 happens, is gone. And if you've been here for wipes, AUEC is wiped every time they do a wipe. It's wiped out.
Yeah.
That's why. Because it's not real. It's solely for testing. And yet these people are paying 50, 100, 150 bucks to get AUEC And the next week, for all they know, it could be wiped away. It's like, oh my God.
It's nuts. What do you? How do they buy ships on like gray market? There's like, JoeyYahoo.com, and
Yep.
they go there, give them $10, and
Yep.
they get like Polaris or something.
Yep. Exactly that. See, what these
Oh.
websites do is they'll buy somebody's account that is leaving the game or no longer interested in playing. And then they take the ships off the account and they sell the ships individually and, so on and so forth. And then they gift them back to the person that pays them money for them. Well, the problem is the TOS says that's against the rules and the regulations of Star Citizen. And it's gonna be curious to see what SIG does about it, because there's people that have spent thousands of dollars to buy a ship third party where the TOS says that's not allowed.
Yeah.
And I have no sympathy for somebody that's done it.
See, I'm one of those people where, like I said, I don't spend money for skins.
Might as well earn 'em.
I may spend a little, like, $5-10 in a game for something of functionality.
Yep.
But looks, I respect the artist, but in a game, I don't think we spend enough time looking at a ship to where it constitutes me spending any actual real money on it.
Yep. The reason this is the org account. It's not my personal account. And the reason this account has all the ships is because the idea is, one, we started as a military org. I was in a military hospital, and there was lots of other veterans like me. And I started it back then for other veterans that would play the game, as that way. And there's more to it behind it. But to make long story short, the idea is that the org, you'll be able to, anybody that we have in the org at that time and trust will have access to play and use any of the ships in the org. So that's been the point behind it, is it's going to be a shared thing amongst everybody that's in the org. That's why we have almost every ship.
I should go to medical real quick.
Yep. I'm going to call it a night because it's after midnight already.
Is medical close on this one, or?
No, it's on the other side of the tram ride.
Son of a mother monkey. All right.
So we'll see you the next time, tomorrow, Wednesday, whenever. Well, Wednesday I'll be at the Veterans Hospital Wednesday, so it won't be then. But yeah, have a good one. We'll see you. Yep. Night.
Good night, man.
All right, for everybody watching the stream, as you heard, I'm calling it a night, and I'll be back tomorrow. So thanks for watching. If you followed or whatever, appreciate it. See you then.